Hi, this is Lori. My channel is the Armchair Chef, and I do crocheting and cooking and shopping and all kinds of things on my channel. I have some things in the back that I've crocheted. Um, do a lot of mystery shopping, buying. Why I'm introducing myself is because I'm hoping there's some new people here that have not met me before, because we are going to help out somebody in the community that needs our assistance with crocheting. Yes, her granddaughter, it would be Deb Morgaina. She's very active in our crochet community. She's always at the lives, she's always crocheting. She's participated in many of our challenges of a lot of the creators around the tubes. And her granddaughter has a family service organization that's going to put together backpacks for the kids going back to school. And they're all going to be identical. But what she would like, she asked if Deb could make about 200 little bag charms. Yeah, it's not 2,000 soap sacks, but 200 is still a lot of bag charms. And so she asked me if I had any ideas, and she said maybe we could get some people out here to help us. So what I thought I would do is make a video about the guidelines of what her granddaughter suggested that it be, and put it out there. And if anybody wants to help, I'll have instructions down in the description about how to get a hold of Deb so you can send your bag charms to her. And you can crochet them or knit them if you're a knitter, or if you want to loom. Yeah, sure, go ahead. It's for a bag, a backpack. So I don't, what are they, between 3 and 4 inches tall, maybe, or small? So let me go through some of the basics here. It's going to be for boys and girls. They're going to be allowed to choose their own charm. So there's going to be a bunch of them, and they won't be given one. They can choose one they like. So there can be so many different things. They need them by the end of June. So these should be going to Deb no later than like the second or third week in June, so she can get them to her granddaughter. And what I'm going to do is have Deb's email down in the description. You're going to contact her if you made some, and then she's going to give you her mailing address instead of me just putting it out there. And yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. So I'm going to let you contact her to get her mailing address, and then you can send them to her. She's in Arizona, so the closer you are to Arizona, the cheaper the shipping is going to be. And considering these are going to be small, you could, if you want to use priority, you could use one of those video boxes, priority flat rate box. Those aren't very expensive. You could use one of those and shove a bunch of charms in there. That would work. Now they should clip on or be attachable to the backpack. Now when I was out doing some looking, I've seen a bunch of them. There's plastic clips. There's some that just have a chain on them and it wraps around itself, so you don't have any other attachments. So that might also work. But she said that if you're not able to attach a clip to it of some sort, she will be able to do it at her end. And yeah. Okay, now what? Well, I put together a playlist. Of course I did. If you know me, I have a lot of playlists. I went out and did some looking. And what I found was little toys, little appliques, things that you use to embellish other things. All those things could be bag charms. All the little mini leggy frogs. Oh, those would be adorable. The little jellyfish and all those things that we make all the time for our markets. If you're making stuff for your market, if you have some things for your market that just don't sell, make it into a bag charm. And I bet some of these kids would love them. I also found some items that were fidget toys that could qualify. So we do know that some children need fidget toys and some adults need fidget toys too. So I have included a lot of those items in my playlist. And if you have ideas of your own, go ahead. But I did it just for inspiration. I made the playlist for inspiration so you could take a look and maybe it'll say, oh, yeah, yeah, I can make that. Or I have an idea now. Yeah, you don't have to use what's on the playlist. That's inspiration. But most of them are tutorials in case you are interested in making something, because I love the little jellyfish and the little octopus. And the little stingray. These are the ones that some of you out there are making already. So make a couple extra, send them along to Deb for the kids. And so I will be asking a few of you out there if you'd like to share this video with your audience and they would like to contribute to the family service organization that Deb's granddaughter is part of. And yeah, that's it. If you'd like to subscribe to me, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. I want you to have the opportunity to help with this crochet along, I guess you would call it. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I will include everything down below. Now I'm going to I'm going to share the playlist with you a little bit. Just go over it so that you could take a look and I can briefly show you some of the things that I have on the list. Okay, I named it Bag Charms, and the type of things that are on it are, some of them are gender neutral and some of them could be popular for boys or girls. We have the jellyfish, two different types of jellyfish, the little octopus, the stingray that's very popular right now. The little cats are very quick to make. The little pop-up mushroom, yes, it's adorable. That could be a fidget toy as well. There's a little turtle that says it's no sew. There's a flower that has a loop on it that you will attach to itself onto the bag. A happy face, a flower with a happy face. Wouldn't that be wonderful? That could be gender neutral. Also, there's other ideas you could have. You could make a little football. You could make a little soccer ball. This one is a granny square, but it's also a little pouch. You don't have to make it a little pouch. You could, there's hearts. You can make a granny square into a heart. You just get rid of the colors on the two bottom sides and you could put a heart in there, or you could do a flower. There's different things you can do with a granny square. You can top stitch. These kids are in school, so putting safety eyes on things, I don't personally don't know if it'll be a problem or not. But if you don't have to, it might be better if you don't, because they might have younger siblings at home that could get hold of these things and put them in their mouths. And I just did that. Yes, I did. Let me put that back. I'm sorry. Okay. So where was I? There's a little cat paw. And this one is a stress ball. It's just a ball with eyes on it. This was a bird. I made this bird to go on one of my projects, and that would be really cute hanging off a bag. There's a leggy frog. It's a small one. If you made it with small yarn, you could end up with a small leggy frog. And there's a fidget ball that is just a bunch of little swirlies. Sunflower. This is a egg-shaped baby rattle. It has a rattle inside. I don't know how it's made. Right now, Easter's just finishing up, so it's possible there could be a Easter egg with something in it, but I would definitely tape up the egg really well so it doesn't pop open if you're going to use something like that, because that would be plastic. If somebody stepped on it, it would break. There are some other people that have put together playlists for keychains, and those could also be used as these. So I included those. There's a few of those. There's some flip-flops. Aren't those cute? That's adorable for summer. And like I said, this is Arizona, so flip-flops would be awesome for Arizona. There's a little caterpillar fidget toy. Some fidget toys are coming. There's some that use beads. If the beads are sewn into the project, that might not be a problem. This is one of those worms that have the little eyeballs, and you crochet the little worm onto the little round thing under that. So that could be that would be acceptable. There's some stars with curly cues for a fidget toy. This is some other things that could be used. There's the flower with the happy face. There's a little frog. I think it has a marble inside of it, or you can use it as a hair clip, but that can be used. There's a frog that goes around the wrist, which could be put onto their backpack. Yeah, I love that idea. They could actually take that off and put it on their wrist too. So, and there's a little octopus. This frog right here is a fidget frog. You make the body, and then when you sew the arms and legs, you pull the arms and the legs pop up. You pull the legs and the arms pop up. Isn't that precious? I think that is fantastic. I had not seen that before. I was looking for this. And then there's another octopus and another little pop-up mushroom. And there's a teeny tiny, itsy bitsy little bumblebee down here that probably could be a little bigger if we used a little bigger yarn or something. Some of you can do all this freehand. I'm not an amigurumi person, but I know a lot of you are. And yeah, there's some ideas for you. So if you need some ideas, yeah, this is something you can take a look at. So I appreciate you watching my video and taking the time to consider helping out this organization by making some little backpack charms. Okay. My name's Lori and my channel's Armchair Chef. And thank you again for watching. I will see you out on the tubes. Bye.